Hello everyone, welcome back to Holzhausen, and as you can see I now have two Ursus tractors running. So what I had to do, I guess those aggro comms are too small for this. They're having a lot of trouble on the field with the seeders, so I sold them, traded them in, and got the two Ursus. So yeah, I had to get a little bit of money, but yeah, oh well. I don't intend to make that a practice, so here we are. We now have them going. They're going to be running into each other. Thank you, Steam, for doing a pop-up on me. Anyway, so they're gonna run into. They're doing a triangle now, so sooner or later they're gonna have problems. So I'll have to sort that in a bit. In the meantime, there they go. So let's get started on something else. Turn on my beacons. Not throwing over anything. So what we're going to do is grab a mower and go and mow some stuff because we really are going to need, I can see that already, we're going to need some money pretty quickly. Also, we're planting this field to get straw for cattle, so we're going to need grass for cattle, so I'll get that started too. Now in my testing on this map, I set up the butterfly mower with the same Fortis 190, which did the job, but by the time I used the butterfly mower, then I went back with the medium-size rake, or not rake, the windrower, and then came along and scooped it all up. It was 3 passes on it. You know, it's just as efficient here to do the mower with the thing behind it, unless you have more than one person. So let's drop this weight here. So for instance, on our co-op Let's Play, I think we bought the Fortis already with the butterfly mower kit and the rake and the forage wagon. So that's good. We'll do that. We'll have like 3 of us going along doing that. That'll be pretty neat. That's the intention anyway. So I'm just gonna grab this forage wagon here, and I think I mentioned about logging. I think I'm gonna wait and I'll do that next episode. But I do have the logging equipment. See, I've got the chainsaw and I've got the stump grinder, the planter, and the trailer with the grapple on it. So let's see if I can make this corner. Where are we going to mow? You know what, I should probably just mow along here and... Oh, yeah, look at that, that didn't take too long. Fine, I will come rescue you. So I think what I'll do is grab the one doing the diagonal, which is this one. If I keep him doing the diagonal, he's already on the line to do it. Ah, well, let's get him out of the way here. Where'd I go? Where'd he go? There he is. Alright, buddy. Let's get you started up. Oh, it even sets a parking brake when they finish. Let's do the diagonal. And you know what? I should have left that one going because he was on the line. So now hopefully this one will pick it up. And the reason for going diagonal like this is a nice long stretch before turning. It'll keep getting shorter, but oh well. Do your thing. Try not to mess it up. Well, even this one's spinning a bit, but yeah. So for future reference, I think from now on when I start a farm, I'm going to start with the Ursus tractors and get rid of the agrocom and that little Hurleyman because they are just not big enough for this. Oops, I want to grab this. Oops, going forward. Plus this Ursus is a really nice tractor. I really like it. It's one of my favorites. Sure Toby Moby be happy to hear that, wouldn't he? Let's do the diagonal here and get this cleaned up first. If you look at the diagonal, it looks almost like I'll have to do it this way. Let's move ahead enough to get it started. There we go. Alright, go buddy. pull that? Yeah. So the difference in horsepower is not very much, but it's a bigger frame tractor, it seems. Like for instance that Burer, I tried using that in the live stream and it was just useless because the tractor was so tiny. Like, I mean, it had lots of horsepower. It was only a little bit less than the Agricom, but boy, it was not the tractor that Agricom is. And so there's more to it than horsepower. You need to look, I guess, at the size of the tractor, the frame of it, and you see this is a fairly wide tractor, so it would probably have better traction, I imagine. Or be more stable, I don't know. Anyway, it works. So, I guess that's the end of that strip. And that guy's not going to continue, so I'm going to have to, I guess, set up, what's it called, auto tractor and try and get them going on that. Boy, she sure seems like this is being a lot of effort. Oh well. Maybe it's because I'm a noob. That could be it. Alright, turning that way, turning this on. Good luck, buddy. And we'll get him started up again, and then maybe I can go and do some work of my own. Don't like driving over, see the field after I seeded it, but I don't have much choice. And you know what, you can just go in straight here. Bring this up, do this, turn it that way, and go. Alright, Charlie. Let's see what you do. Perhaps they'll do a better job now that they're not sliding all over the place. Good. Alright, so we'll get them going. You see how everything turns a little bit? My wheel just does not go to center very well. So that it's a bit weird. Now I could mow along here, but chances are they're going to get in my way pretty quickly. So I do know an area over here. Let's turn our beacons on. Oops. Head over here on the road. We're going to go up through the woods there to there's a pasture over there. I'm going to go and do some mowing in there. So you could mow along the edge here, but nah. Nah, we got a better spot. Right over, yeah, there's one down this way. So we're going to go down this road here. It's a bit of a rough road. I don't think I'd really drive at this speed down the road. Not this kind of a road. Now, I'll have to get out and open the gate. I'll have to remember to close the gate when I leave, or else the farmer gets mad at me, so. I don't know why he has no cattle in here. Maybe he grazes his horses in here, I don't know, but anyway, let's get through here. Alright, so we want to start this up. And we'll go to the mower, start that up, and then away we go. Now I'll have to keep an eye on, what's it called there, the inspector mod, and make sure that those guys are working. I don't know if that they are. I guess their seed, well, their seed should go down with the auto tractor, I would think. And then we're going to handle these corners. Oh well. I'll just go around and around, and sure I'll miss a bit on the corners, and I'm not going to worry about it. It's a pretty good sized field. Now with the butterfly mower it was a little bit easier because I could basically go around and just go along and do the edges and all that towards the center, and then just go along with the rake or the windrower and pull it away from the edges. It was a lot easier to pick up, but I don't have that option now. Simply because I'm not using the butterfly mower because it was more work than it was worth. I better go check those two. Alright, so let's go and... Oh, okay. Everybody looks like they're working. That's good. That'll work. Oh, good. It keeps the equipment running too with that drive control enabled. That is good stuff. Alright, well, here we go. Now we can settle down. We're getting some work done, finally. I think I'll take this corner a bit on the wide side each time I go around it. Once I've gone around a few times, then I'll start going up and down But until then, I want to keep doing this just because otherwise I'm going to get stuck at the end. Get caught in the trees or something. So there's this field at the end of field 21, which I do not own. And then there's another, I think, over by the field they're working on, maybe? I forget exactly where it is. But anyway, there's another clear spot there at the end of a field that I can work on. And that one has a big bunch of trees in the middle, which is kind of neat, because where I live here in real life, when I go into town to get groceries, I go by a big pasture, or a big, like it's an overgrown pasture. Nobody works it anymore. But right in the middle is a bunch of trees, and it's pretty much the same setup, and I thought that was kind of neat. I don't know why they do that, if it was for a windbreak, or just when you have animals in the field, it gives them a shady spot during the summer to stand. I don't know what the point of leaving those in there is. Sure would be a pain when you're haying, though. Or maybe it would be a good spot to go and park up and have a bite to eat and take a break. I think I would put a picnic table under mine. And a beer fridge. And then I wouldn't get any work done. Oh well. I should get, there is a mod, I believe, that allows you with a hard worker to still consume fuel and seed. And that might be worth getting, because then I can look at the inspector mod and see whether or not they're actually consuming seed. And if they are, I know they're working, and if they're not, then I know they're stuck together, or they've stopped, or whatever, I don't know. Sure making a mess of this corner. Yeah, well. We're at 60% full. Yeah, I'll have to come back and scoop up the corners. I can't leave that, you know me. I'm mental for that sort of thing. Alright, have I got enough room here to start going up and down? Let's see, I'd have to make kind of a circular left or right turn there to pick that up, so yeah, I'll just keep doing this. A couple more passes and this will get a lot shorter along here because this little blip up here will be gone. I should have just not bothered with that, but oh well. I think I'll have to make a right turn here. Gotta be careful not to jackknife that. There, see, that was a lot smoother, wasn't it? Don't know if I've got enough room to do that yet on here. Well, maybe I do. Let's try and see. Hard right turn. Oh, there's a bit of a slope there. Yep, that didn't work out so well. Oh well. Oh well. It'll be better the next pass. So I'm going to do the same thing down here. I'll make a right turn. I should probably lift the mower when I'm doing this, but oh well. In one respect, using the butterfly mower with the windrower, at least you can basically go around and just mow the grass, and you don't have to worry about, you know, picking it up behind you, because the windrower will take care of that. Just put it all up in the right place. You can kind of mow in any pattern you want, because it all gets cut. And just doing this, you can see I'm leaving a big mess, and that really bugs me. Bit of grass right there, I just can't help myself. Back around, and that should pick up okay here, yep. Oh, just a little bit, that's good enough. Really like on Farm Sim 15 the tracks on the ground like that, it's really neat, I like it. That and the dirt. I'm pretty much sold on Farm Sim 15 that it's a significant upgrade. I'm pretty happy with it. At the point I uninstalled Farm Sim 2013 yesterday. I just probably never going to play it again. unless we have some kind of, I don't know, reunion or something for it, but I can't see that happening because all the people I recorded Farm Sim 2013 with all bought Farm Sim 15, so there's not really much point in a reunion when you're already together. Looks like one of the hard workers finished, so I'll head down here and... Oh. Okay, so we can go dump this, and that was good timing. So before we do that, we're going to go back and... What are you doing here? Fussing, that's what you're doing. He's faffing about. They don't do a bad job. There's, you can see there's a little... Whoops, I'll back up there. A little spot missed right there, but no big whoop. You know me though. Look, you can see he was going in a circle trying to get it and finally gave up. Let's see if there's any other spots. Let's get off the field first, and we'll go along the edge and just see if there's any spots missed. Ah, you know what, why bother? Why do that? So I need to fertilize it, which I will do shortly. What else do I need to do here? So I should have gone down that road. No, I shouldn't. It's this road that I want, but I'm going to the next one around. Right, so we'll fertilize that, and then that field is ready for growing and then harvesting. And we will have to speed up time here as soon as I'm done my mowing. I'll have to speed up time and get that next field, that canola field, ready to harvest. So I think what I'm going to do, I don't want to put these on that side. What I'm going to do is do some more mowing, and then I will switch over to logging for next episode. So we'll finish this episode with some more mowing and the fertilizing. Let's put this. Where do you think I put my fertilizer? I think it was out this way. Oh, and where do I fill it? Oh, I think I saw... I think I saw a spot back there for it. Hopefully the fertilizer is in the same spot as the seeds. I thought I saw some fertilizer in there, so I guess we'll see. If it's not in there, I'll have to go looking for it. That looks like fertilizer in the back corner. Yep. Yeah, we may as well fill it. Right, so unless we have another major crisis of, oh, wow, this equipment isn't going to work, then we will not need to add more money to the game, because that, I can't really express how much that irritates me to have to do that, especially on screen, but I wanted to make sure you guys knew, you know, that I was doing it. I didn't want to hide it or anything, so I'm just going to park this up here. I'll spray this in a bit. Grab the other, where's the other Ursus? Okay then. He just gave up. He said, ah, that's it. I had enough of this. Oh, he must have got stuck on the sign. Yeah, this tractor's even having trouble here. I'll have to go over here and get him started on this. Which way do I have this turning set to turn that way? Well, let's turn them the other way. So what that is, that says, basically that says at the end of your lane, turn that direction. That's what that arrow means. Okay, we'll let him finish, and in the meantime, we will go and unload this. I'll show you where we have to go for that. So next episode, we will be logging. I swear it. I know I already, this is like end of episode 2, coming up on the end of episode 2, and I still haven't even fired up my chainsaw yet. So episode 3 will be a logging episode, I promise. There you go. Better turn our beacons on. So we're gonna come roaring out of this road at full speed. Not really, I'll slow down for it. And my off screen, I came flying out of here with the butterfly mower on there, and because of the weight I didn't have much turning. See, there's a little bit of a bump up here. I went slewing across the road and slammed into a car, so we don't want to do that, do we? It's kind of weird on Farm Sim 13. I'm going to call it 13 instead of 2013. Whoops, you know what? Went too far. Look out, buddy, I'm coming through. Yeah, well, saw the beacons, didn't you? On 13, you could, on this mower, pull the ends up to fold it, and you can't do that. So I kind of miss that. I didn't realize how useful it is, but on these narrow areas, it sure is useful to be able to flip up the ends. You know what? Why did I do that? I came over here. I guess I was planning to show you where the next field is. Here it is. I'm going to just drive a quick run around it. You can see there's actually two stands of trees out here, and a little tree stand here, tree fort, fire. Well, it's not much of a fire tower unless you're looking for grass fires. It's pretty small. Right, so I will take you over now to the biogas plant. That's where we're going to drop off the grass, and then what I'll do is I do have the conveyor mod installed. I also have that truck. I believe will take silage. I hope it takes silage. And I'm pretty sure the bucket will. Well, of course the bucket will. So what we can do is load up the silage at the biogas plant to take over to the cows. And then the rest we'll use to make us some money, so we'll have some funds to expand our farm fairly quickly. This season is probably, or this, well yeah, I guess this season on this map probably won't go more than 20 episodes. We'll see. If we really get into it and there's some cool mods come out before the end of it, then yeah, we might go longer. But at this point, I'm planning to not drag out this series, because I know people do get bored and then they stop watching. And if you're bored and not watching, excuse me, and not watching, then I'm probably bored recording. And if that's the case, then that's just gonna bore you and you're not gonna watch it either. So what we'll do is do a shorter season, and then we'll start on a new map, and maybe by then we'll have some more good maps. Maybe we'll even have soil mod by then. We'll see. I know some of you don't like soil mod, but to me this feels like, I don't know, cheaty farming. I just, after doing all that work with soil mod, you know, it's caused me a lot of effort, or like I've wasted a lot of time on it. But at the same time, it adds a degree of realism that I really appreciate and I really like. So I'm looking forward to getting that for Farm Sim 15. Okay, let's dump this. So what I'm gonna do is basically I'll dump this in the back here. Then each time I bring this in, I don't have to go up on this big hill of silage, because I'm not going to fill this. There's the bunkers over there. Oh, I suppose, you know what I just realized? I did install the BGA extension, but I did not actually go over and confirm. You know what, my luck, this map won't support it or something silly like that. I guess we'll see. We'll try over there and see if it tells me. Oh, that's a point. I don't have the money for this yet. Increase plant size, 240,000 for startup. Well, we're gonna have to take out a loan for that, 200,000. So we're still a little bit short, but once we do some logging, that'll make up the extra. So yeah, we're gonna have to go into debt to be able to get the biogas plant. But I kind of planned that, to be honest. Let's see, can we go back that way? We don't want to go back that way, do we? The beacons are off. I must have got out of my tractor, did I? I don't remember. So it looks like one of the Ursus is still running, the other one is just waiting around to spray the fields, which you guys don't care if you see that, do you? I'll do that on screen. Oh, this is a problem. Oh. Ooh, I just dinged the sign a little bit there. Didn't knock it down. Oh, yeah, this mower. You know what, I think next time when I go to empty this, I'm going to leave the mower behind. I mean, it's useful as a front weight, but I don't think this trailer's all that heavy anyway. I guess we'll see. Now you see how I kind of go back and forth? You see that jiggle? That's my steering wheel, because it doesn't snap right to the center. There's a little bit of dead zone there. Oh man, I've been messing with that for hours and I haven't been able to fix it. So I'm running a Logitech G27, and yeah, that slop is annoying the hell out of me. But oh well, live and learn, or live with it. Okay, let's get that fired up, and we're back to this. The rest of this field cut, and you know, I don't think if we finish this field and that other field, I don't think that's actually enough to cover it. So, plus I do need to dump some over at the cattle area. Well, not really. I guess I don't have to do that yet since I don't have any cattle yet. And I don't normally buy cattle until I have everything but the TMR ready. Especially I make sure I get the straw ready. So it'll be a few episodes before we buy the cattle, but when we do, we'll get a whole bunch, and then we'll just keep increasing the size of the herd. And then we'll have crazy money coming in from them. That's the plan. Crazy money. Speaking of crazy money, if those of you who are not familiar with Canadian funds, we got rid of a number of years ago, and I imagine some of you who are aware of Canadian money, some of you probably weren't even alive for this, but they got rid of the $1 bill and went to a $1 coin. And on the front of the coin is a bird called a loon, and it's kind of a duck. And it's one of our, I wouldn't say a national symbol, but it's fairly important in our history. And so with the loon on the front, they called it a loonie. And then we got rid of our $2 bill, and we got a coin that actually is kind of a neat coin. It's got two different metals in it, so you get a center core that's one kind of metal, and then the outside is another kind. And so that one, since it's a $2 coin, we call that a toonie. So there's a bit of nostalgia, or not nostalgia, but trivia for you. If anyone ever asks, hey, do you know anything about Canadian currency? Which, you know, that is often asked at parties, isn't it? Anyway, so our $1 coin is called a loonie because of the loon on it, and our $2 coin is called a toonie. Jeez, Hitman, you just have nothing to talk about today, do you? I don't know why I was just dwelling on that. I was laying in bed last night, couldn't sleep, so weird things come to your head, I guess. Especially because I kept thinking of what I was going to do on this map, because I was late last night playing on this, just getting a feel for the map, because I really want to have a map that actually works. And if this one doesn't work out, then we're going to Buren home, because I just getting kind of frustrated. So anyway, I was thinking about you know, alternatives to this one, that I'd have to go to Buren home, and if I was having problems with mods, what I'd have to do and all that. So that's the kind of thing that keeps Hitman awake at night. Yep, you know your life's boring when you're staying awake thinking of farm sim. Yeah, well, some people think my life's boring, but I enjoy it, so that's what matters. Alright, so we are getting near the end of the episode, so I can shut up before I embarrass myself any further. Oh, this is quite the little turnaround zone. This would actually kill the grass, I think. With my backhoe, when I'm driving around the yard, any place I drive over more than a half dozen times, just the grass becomes mud and just flattens it, and takes a few months to recover. Yeah, I think it's an 8 ton. The backhoe weighs 8 tons, so 8 tons with tires pretty similar to this. Front tires aren't the same; they're more of a smooth tire, but the back tires are very similar. And 8 tons on the lawn just pretty much wrecks it. But at the same time, after all these years of driving it around the yard, my yard is getting pretty flat. Look at all these intricate turns just to get this little patch. You know what, we're going to leave the rest of this because that's just getting silly. So what are we going to do on these corners where I left a bunch? You know what, I'm just going to leave it. It's not worth the effort. So let's go over to the other field and get started over there. What are we at, 30%? I wonder, can I drive through here to get to it? Because you can see it on the map, it's just to the south of us. I wonder if I can drive through the forest and get to it. I hope so. Go back and close this gate so I don't get a nasty phone call at dinner time. You left the gate open again. The deer got into the grass field. Okay then. I wonder what's out here. No, edge of the map. Probably shouldn't go too close to that. My tractor might explode or something silly. Alright, let's get this going, and this going, and get going. And I can't believe that hired worker is still going. So you know what, before we get going on this, let's do this a smart way and go this way. Where's he at? Oh, yeah. Okay, what do you see in like the driveway? What's going on here? That's a waste of money. How long did I pay for him to do that? That looks like it is done enough. Good job, folks. Goes to show you though, from now on, whenever I start, I'm not going any smaller than the Ursus for vanilla tractors. Yeah, I missed a little bit there, I don't care. So let's run this back to the farm, and then we're going to do the fertilizing. And I think I'll just do that off screen. Like I said, you guys don't care about seeing fertilizing. You've seen it before, you'll see it again. So, thank you so much for joining me yet again and putting up with the derping in the first episode. At least now we're doing pretty well. We've got our first field seeded. We got a couple hired workers that aren't completely idiotic now, but that was not their fault. It was my choice of tractor. We've got some grass going into the bunker over there, so we'll get some silage going. We're going to do some logging next episode, so tune in for that, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.